Hello, everyone. My name is Eustace Greaves Jr., and it is late. It's about 11:35 p.m. on Tuesday, May 14th of 2024. Uh, and this is another edition of Let's Talk About Insurance. And as I mentioned in my last video with the wonderful Marcia Clark, Brooklyn realtor, owner of MC Realty and Consulting, uh, I aim here uh, to not only deal with subjects of insurance, but anything that will in any way positively or negatively impact your family's life or your life. And I've got to tell you something. The New York State Department of State has really hit a major home run as far as I'm concerned. I've had several of my female clients over the years who were victims of domestic violence, uh, rape, stalking by an intimate, domestic violence or stalking by an intimate partner. Thankfully, no one I know of has been a victim of human trafficking. But one of the things that concerned all of them was making sure, like whenever I took their address information for anything I was doing, they were so afraid. They said, you can't let anyone see my file. You can't let anyone know where I am. And so I try to honor that. And so far, thank God, knock on wood, whatever you want to say, I've been able to do so. Well, New York State has a brand new program. I'm reading from the press release sent to me that over half that deal that is going to protect uh, female and male victims of rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner, um, especially those who have suffered that before the age of 25, which tells you a lot about what's going on in this world. So the New York Department of State now will host what's called an Address Confidentiality Program, the ACP, that will promote peace of mind with a secure address. Here's what's going to happen. If you are one of these folks that this program applies to, or you can just go online and apply to the program, and I'll give you that information in a moment. Um, Basically, what happens is this: if you qualify, you will get what's called a secure Albany post office address, a post office box, as your official mailing address. So that tells me that if you have things like a driver's license, an enhanced license, a state ID, it will now show this address, and this will be accepted as your physical address. Now, we have to check that out, but I think that's what they're saying. And then what happens is this: they will then forward all of your first class and certified mail from your secure Albany post office um, to your home address. Alrighty. If you qualify for this program and fall underneath its parameters or meet its parameters, the only address you have to give is that secure Albany post office address. For those of you who live in New York State, you know that Albany, excuse me, again, I mentioned it was late. Albany is the capital of New York State, even though at one time it was New York City. In fact, New York City was the capital of the United States at one time. But again, this is a wonderful, wonderful program because I would imagine they're going to have to make changes in terms of mortgage applications and other things. But it may add a day or two to your mail, but it is worth it because now your address is protected. You can more or less move about in peace, knowing that somebody just can't go online to some of the popular services. Again, excuse me, it's late. I've had a long day, but I just saw this in my email and I had to share it. So you don't have to worry because even if they find out your secure PO address, anybody who's been involved in causing you any type of harm, the last thing they're going to want to do is send anything first class mail through that address or certified mail, because I'm sure people will be tracking that mail to see where it comes from. So you can visit a couple of places to complete the application. And again, it's the address. I'm so sorry, it's just very late. The Address Confidentiality Program. And you can go directly to the Department of State website at dos.ny.gov/ACP, or you can actually apply to the program at on.ny.gov/49Y, lowercase y, uppercase Y, uppercase E 69. So again, that's going to be capital O, capital N, period, capital N, capital Y, period, capital G, capital O, capital V, /49, lowercase y, capital E, 69. So please, I will be posting this as best I can on my social media platforms, and if I can, when I rework or I edit this video before putting it on tomorrow, I will, or not putting it on, but posting it tomorrow, I will try to do a layering where I can, layer these contact spaces right there. So forgive me, it's late, but I saw this and I said, man, I've got to get this news out now. So I'm probably going to post this and then follow up with some other information. But this is phenomenal news. So folks, if you know anybody this may apply to, please share it with them. All right, I'm Eustace Leon Greaves Jr., independent insurance broker here in New York State, fully licensed for life, health, property casualty, including home, renters, condo, co-op, flood, and everything else. Specializing in personal lines and those services for those who own, those who rent, and those who hope to own. So, just share this information with those it may apply to. Thank you so much. Forgive my yawning. God bless, be well. May the creator of your choosing pour out their richest blessings, and I apologize, pour out their richest blessings to you and those you love. Peace.